say that one of my wishes has come true, and that's to speak at this conference. 3 years I've been after this, and here I am. One of the songs, the one that revs me up every single time, is by Alicia Keys. What gets me every time is how she sings so passionately about the feeling you get when there's just a flicker of light in your fire, and then all of a sudden it becomes a roaring, get out of my way fire. So what does that fire need to flame? Once the fire is lit, how do we keep it lit? How do we fan that flame so it grows, warms us, lights the way for others, which we've all been talking about this entire time? A fire needs 3 things: a spark, fuel, and oxygen. I believe that our spark comes when we find our purpose. Have you ever asked that question of yourself, what is my purpose? Have you? How many of you have had that question? I think it happens to all of us, and you know what? What I've learned along the way is that you won't ask this just once in your life. You will ask it at many different stages of your life. Sometimes that fire is within you, and it jumps to someone else's fire. Things that excite you are not random. They're connected to who you are and your purpose. So when you feel that sense of excitement, when something catches your attention, pay attention, follow it. Follow it, follow that excitement to your future. What fuel do you use to light your fire, get that spark roaring into a fire? And second, who or what fans your fire? If you don't have one, find one. And if you look in your group, in your circle, you will find who your flame keeper is. Deep breath to the count of 7. We'll hold it for 3 and exhale to 5. We need this. Ready? And breathe in. Hold. Let go to the count of 5. We just took a big gulp of the final ingredient for our fire, and that's oxygen. You ever find yourself, you stop breathing? That's not good. Yeah, you can take that, and spread it around, okay? It's interesting to just kind of lift your head every once in a while. And I know we're on treadmills here, but every once in a while to lift your head up and saying, what am I doing well that other people are noticing? A core strength for me is empathy. I can express and feel what other people are feeling. At least take a darn good guess on what they're feeling, and just looking at their reactions, their facial expressions and the like. And it's good to know what you're good at. The second thing that is a source of oxygen for us is your network. Not necessarily your people network, but your neural network. You have the most amazing, or we all have the most amazing tool ever between our ears. Our brain is an amazing thing. And I'll tell you another thing with the work that I've done around emotional intelligence. My focus was on emotional intelligence, conflict, and women. And one of the things that I learned through my work and my research is that we women have something, this ability to tune in to others, to take a scan and see, well, what's the general tenor of this group? How is this table responding to me? You're responding, right? Okay, good. How many of you have had exposure to this thing called emotional intelligence, like through an assessment, read about it, gotten seen things in the room? Great. You know, emotional intelligence, or EI, is best described as using your ability to recognize and respond appropriately to what someone is doing and feeling. What you learn and apply from your failures will distinguish you because you will be approaching the world with a different perspective. So as long as there is spark, fuel, and oxygen in your life, a fire will continue to flame. My hope is today that you, as Rumi, the poet, states, set your world on fire and seek those who will fan your flames. Girl, are you ready to start your fire?